dead. 3 bars on me, I ain't talking about the Wi-Fi, band 10 wrist, I ain't talking about the sci-fi. Look at mine, not the same color as my cock, feeling like this, trying to kick it like soccer.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Turbo's Garage, and today finally gonna get progress done on the project vehicles. First things first, we gotta go pick up the transmission for the Tahoe. The nearest freight depot that they shipped it to is like in some small ass town, like way off. So we gotta travel 100 miles just go pick up a transmission, drive 100 miles back. That's the first thing we gotta do. So finally we'll be able to get the Tahoe back up on the road. And actually, I know we had all these 240SX kind of filler videos. I mean, the Tahoe hasn't been on the video in the channel for like a month and a half because it took a month and a half to get a transmission. I'm gonna explain that later. I don't even know what's going on, but yeah, let's actually go get some work done. Holy shit, this is southern Louisiana, bro. Live in South Louisiana. What is this?
South Antarctica.
I know, dude. I just see some penguins walking on the side of the road or some shit or something now.
Let me turn it the other way.
Oh, heck yeah.
This one is this one here.
So this is what we waited, what, how many months? Yeah. Like a 1.5 months?
Almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months for. It's like, damn, dude. What happens is
2 months before it gets installed.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They build the things like, whenever you order it, they start to build it. Just like the process takes so freaking long. I can see if you buy like monster clutches and stuff like that, you can just get it off the shelf. But transmissions, they build them in house. So, damn. Whew. It looks nice.
Oh, heck yeah.
See how it works later. Yeah.
Alright, nice.
Man, 650 horsepower rated. Let's see how it handles behind the Tahoe. I'm gonna say. Hopefully it doesn't grenade. Perfect. Totally worth the trip. All right, let's head back home. Okay, now that we have the transmission back home, I can kind of talk about it a little bit more in detail. Now, this is Monster Transmission, 650 horsepower rated 4060E, especially for the older style 5.7 Vortec trucks. So first off, a lot of people would say, okay, why didn't you throw a 480 into it? Now, the first thing about that is since that truck is 4-wheel drive, you'll need a 480 with the 4x4 transfer case. You have to change out all the axles. You got to do so many different things to put a 480 with a 4x4 into that truck. It's basically pointless. You'll spend more than the transmission just converting everything over. So we had to go with a 4060 because that truck is 4-wheel drive. Second thing, why Monster Transmission? A lot of people that I've seen had good reviews about it. Some people had a lot of bad reviews about it. So it's just, there's people that fall on both sides. I'm seeing this more as just a experiment. Really, can the Monster Transmission hold behind the Tahoe? If it's bad, everybody was right. If it's good, who cares? So that's pretty much what it is. So we're almost going to be seeing this as a review or like a long test of the Monster Transmission. Can it hold behind the Tahoe? Cool. That's really how it is. Now, it's going to be mated with the 3800 stall from FTI. This one, so especially in the Tahoe, it's always been using a stock stall, so that's why the thing bogs so hard. So a lot of people see it and like, oh, the thing just launches so weak, it doesn't seem very, very fast. Yeah, because it has no stall in it, and the turbo lag is horrendous, basically at like 1500 RPM. At 1500 RPM, you're making no boost. You're not making full boost until like 4000. And at that point, the truck wants to shift at 5000. So you have like no point where you get to actually stay within the power band. So that's going to solve all that, and hopefully this thing can actually hold. Monster Transmission tests all their trans in-house, so before they ship it off, so it works before they send it off. Now from there, that's what they say, all this type of stuff. We're going to test it out. One thing to note is the shipping time for this thing, and they build all their transmissions in-house and they test them. It takes a long time. This took us 1.5 months to get this thing. So automatically with Monster Transmission, I'm already just like at a 3.5 out of 5 stars already off the back, just with the wait time. It doesn't tell you anything about that on the website. I wish they would. I mean, if it took us 1.5 months to do that, I'd rather just go take the truck to the mic shop and freaking rebuild it or whatever. So that's one thing about that. But we're gonna see how everything goes. Hopefully it works out okay. If it doesn't, cool. YouTube paid for it. Okay, while we were away, we installed a B&M Pro ratchet shifter. This is what's going to be controlling the 4060, the Monster transmission. So this is a ratchet style shifter, so it completely eliminates the column that you would need. We're still going to probably keep it there, or you eliminate it, whatever.
No, I'm taking it off.
Oh, you taking it off? Okay, cool.
I need 2 shifters for it.
Oh, you get 2 transmissions like an old school truck. But yeah, so we installed this ratchet shifter, and so show them how this thing works, bro.
Okay, so like right now it's in park, and you go down reverse, neutral, then drive, and go all the way down to first, and then let's say I'm in first gear, full throttle it, and you just pump it into next gear, second, and then it's neutral and reverse lockout, and you just go all the way up to park.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Ooh. So
Simple.
it's a little bit better setup than using the column shifter, because column shifter, when you're trying to shift through gears, it just becomes weird. So yeah, this is a little bit better. It reminds me of the WS6.
Yeah.
Just having like a little stick in your hand. Pause. But yeah.
Like having a stick in your hand?
We'll talk about that later. So here is the 4.8. It's back from the machine shop. Has new cam bearings, new main bearings in there. Been honed, being fully machined. And this is the one that's going into the 240SX. We got the crank here, and we also have the 241s. Those used to be on the Trans Am before I put the 243s on there. Just repurpose them, throw them right on the 4.8. Now, I got backlash, especially in the comments, over the engine, saying they think it's a Gen 3 or is a Gen 4, really back and forth tatter about that, but it's actually a Gen 4. We tested the bolt holes. It uses the Gen 4 style shorter bolts from that as well. It's just, it's from a 2007 truck, so we kind of knew it was a Gen 4, but I mean, the look of it, it didn't look like a Gen 4. It didn't have the knock sensors on the side, it had the knock sensors in the middle, but we confirmed whenever everybody took it apart, it is a Gen 4, so nobody has to worry about that. The second thing, backlash I got was 241s on a 4.8. It lowers the compression. Everybody said, well, you don't want to have a 4.8 be a dog out of boost. A 4.8 is a dog to begin with, so I don't have to worry about this thing being no innate, crazy good NA motor as it sits. I'd rather just have it, yeah, it's going to be under like 15 to 20 PSI. So just think of a 2J. A 2JZ is a dog out of boost. That's what a 4.8 is.
Either it's a V8 and a 240.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a dog. It's still going to move, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's a V8 and 240. Even if it only made 250 horsepower outside of boost, it's still going to be moving at 240. So the 240 is going to be completely gutted. So with this in there, it's going to be perfectly fine. I kind of know what I want, but I mean, even if you guys have questions and you have doubts, put them in the comments. I mean, I'll try to address it as much as possible. But this is going to be going pretty well, and we're going to get this built probably in the next couple days, and we're going to do a full video on the full build up all the way from like pistons, everything else, putting the heads on. I mean, it's going to be a full build up on the 4.8, just getting a 4.8 boost rating. I have some extra boost parts we're going to put in here. I'm going to show you right now. So this was just a little update video for you guys, just to hold it over until we actually start the build. We're going to be starting the 4.8 actual build process of actually building the motor coming in the next couple of days. So around Sunday to Monday, you should see a video on that. But this is just a little update video, all the projects we have going on. So the Tahoe is really at the home stretch now. Next week, we should be sending that to Mike, and he should be throwing the trans in there, just getting everything done through that. So we're going to build videos on that. We're going to build videos on the 240SX, the 4.8. We're going to have build videos on Mike's 408 truck that he's building. So all this type of stuff, we're just going to have a lot of build videos and a lot of different content that you're going to see, especially in the next coming week. So stay subscribed, especially like if you like the videos that we do and you want to support the channel, hit that like, hit that subscribe, especially if you're new here. And also, if you have any questions, any comments, any type of advice you can give us, just leave it in the comments below. Especially if you need advice and you just need people to help you with your build, I mean, I'm always happy to help. So just Turbo's Garage, peace.